Ladies and gentlemen, we're at the Penn State press conference where they just defeated the University of Oregon 11-0 to clinch their spot in the national championship game on Thursday. The floor is open for questions.
This question is for Michael. First off, congratulations, outstanding outing. Being a former pitcher myself, today's been a treat with two incredible outings. First game ECU with Walton going 21 Ks. And then you come in and you approached your outing completely differently. I think he was a fastball dominant guy where you had multiple pitches that you could throw for strikes. It was very impressive and enjoyable to watch. Can you talk a little bit about how you personally approach your outings, if you have a personal pitching philosophy or if you follow a team pitching philosophy?
So first time through the order, normally I like to pound guys with fastballs just to try and get outs, get ground balls. And then once guys start seeing me and catching up to the fastball, I like to mix in one pitch at a time. So maybe it'll be the change up to the first at bat, and then second at bat, maybe I'll start throwing a lot more curveballs. And the main thing that me and Dermo, the catcher, called a great game today, really looked at were throwing a lot of first pitch curveballs to keep them off balance, and then just going back 2 or 3 curveballs in a row. Like, just got to keep them off balance with a good hitting team like Oregon like that.
Brad, I thought your base running in the second inning was pretty paramount in putting that 6th spot up there. Would you care to comment on that?
I think the guys really took advantage of what was given to them, and they executed well. That's really all I can say about that.
Patrick, great game tonight. So you have 6 hits in the series now, including the 3 here tonight. And, of course, the double in the second inning that drove in the first run. You seem to be seeing the ball well, driving the ball well. Talk about your plate appearances, your approach at the plate this season.
I'm always looking for fastball over the plate, and then if I get down the count, I always look for someone off speed to punch to the right side. Just try to stay aggressive, especially when there's runners on and stuff, and a lot of fielders are moving on different pitches. I just like to be aggressive, try to hit the ball hard, keep it out of the air.
Bradley, you just mentioned, you guys, I think, dominated the freebie war today. I think that you guys capitalized on everything that was given to you, whereas, in return, you guys limited everything. A credit to Michael. Talk a little bit about the defense, too, though, making great plays behind him. It's not like he struck out everybody in the lineup. They had to make plays, routine plays, difficult plays. Can you talk a little bit about that defense today?
Yeah. At the beginning of the year, we knew our pitching was going to be what we were driving our wins on, and so when we first got out, that was really a big key to us, was being behind our pitchers, and whether it be play up the middle or backhand at third base, just making sure that we make the plays and then a little bit extra on top of that, and that not only builds confidence going into hitting, but also builds the pitcher's confidence, I think, and allows them to pitch freely and not really worry about what's behind them, but what's in front of them.
Coach, you got a 6-run second inning, and then nothing. I was a little concerned. Are you concerned about that?
Our guys are guys that are always going to hang around a team, whether that's put up a 6 spot in an inning and then kind of coast with the team, or kind of what you saw from our game against ECU. We put up a 5 spot. They came back and really pushed the envelope. And we hung around until our shot was better than theirs at the end of the game. So I think that's kind of just our MO, kind of just the way that our guys do it. And I guess it's been working for us so far.
Coach, sliding to a slightly different topic than tonight's game, there's a piece of your roster that intrigues me a little bit, and it's Klein. Klein started the season on D2 and was called up to the D1 team. Often when we see teams do that in the NCBA, it's to add depth to the bench, maybe depth to the bullpen. Klein's smack dab in the middle of your order. He's starting in the lineup. Can you talk to him about his experience, where he's come from D2, what you saw at him at D2, and how he's transitioned up to D1?
Yeah. So Klein is actually a junior. He started at one of our Commonwealth campuses. I think it was Harrisburg. And he came up to the main campus this year and played for our D2 team at the beginning. And if you kind of look at our stats throughout the year, we weren't really hitting the ball that well in the beginning of the year. And then we made that decision right before the roster freeze to bring up David. And he really sparked the offense. And I think that's why, he's not a depth player on our roster. We don't really believe in that at Penn State. We believe if a guy's going to come up from D2, he's going to make an immediate impact, and David definitely has.
Patrick, you made a nice little play there at second base. Is that your natural position? You've been DHing most of the tournament.
Yeah, well, growing up until last year, I played shortstop, and then my junior year, I made the switch to second. But yeah, it was definitely weird being out there after I've been sitting all tournament. But I played there a bunch throughout the year, so I was feeling good. So,
Coach, your team with 3 wins here has earned 3 days off now, including your last 2 games were complete games by your starters. The pitching staff has to be in tremendous shape going into the national championship game. Other than maybe Michael not being available, certainly the bullpen is pretty darn fresh. What do you expect to do with your starting pitching for Thursday?
Well, from the talks with the guys so far, it looks like both Matt and James are going to be ready to go for the national championship. So kind of talking with the coaches, and we'll see, who we're going to be playing and what approach we want to take with them, and kind of go from there. But, we are ready to throw any and every guy in our bullpen, in our starting rotation, at whatever team we play. So they're all rested. They've been getting their reps and before the World Series, and we're excited to have that rested bullpen for sure.
Brett, you're geared up to play ECU or Grand Canyon. You guys already saw ECU, first game of the tournament, took advantage of your opportunities. Very solid program, as well as Grand Canyon. I think they impressed a lot of people here. Is there a certain team that you'd rather see in the championship, or are you guys just going to play it as it is, and whoever it is, you're going to approach it that way?
I think whoever is on the field on Thursday is going to be just as good as the other team. I mean, you saw today that was an amazing game on both ends. And I think both teams are going to be just as competitive as the other. Grand Canyon, I think, might have the best hitting stats. I'm not exactly sure, but from what brief memory in the tournament, ECU, I mean, you can't say any more than what we've already said about them. I mean, they're a top-notch program. Ben Fox runs it great. So, whoever we play, we're going to have the same mentality, just like we've had the whole tournament. They're the best team in the nation, no matter who we're playing, and we're going to give them our best shot.
Any further questions? Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you, guys.
thanks.